Good day, viewers at home. This is on variation. What do we mean by variation? Variation shows relationship between the values of two different things or two different quantities. It tells us what happens to this other quantity if the value of this one increases or it decreases. Basically, we have four types of them. We have direct variation, inverse variation, joint variation, and partial variation. The types are direct, inverse, joint, and partial. So we are going to be taking these different types one after the other. So today we will talk about direct variation. What do we mean by direct variation? This one shows relationship between the values of two quantities in such a way that increase in the value of one leads to decrease in the value of the other, and decrease in the value of one also leads to increase in the value of the other. Let's take, for instance, two different commodities that have that kind of relationship. Let's take fuel price and transport fare. We all know that if there's any increment in the price of fuel, automatically your transport fare will increase. For instance, if it takes you 1,000 naira from Mina to Abuja now, if fuel price is suddenly increased to maybe 250 naira per litre, you don't expect the drivers to still charge 1,000 naira. Definitely they will increase it. And if peradventure the price of fuel now drop, let's say miracle happens in Nigeria and then we now start buying a litre of fuel for 50 naira, definitely you can't pay 1,000 naira again, because presently a litre is 160 something naira and you are paying 1,000. So if a litre is now 50 naira, then you'll be paying something very, very low compared to that 1,000 naira. So that is a very good example of direct variation. So in mathematics, when you have a question on direct variation, this is how you approach it. A varies directly as B, and A equals 48 when B equals 8. Find the relationship between A and B. Hence, find the value of A when B is 12. We are given that A varies directly as B. It is written in this form. This sign is a sign of variation. So if A varies directly as B, it is written as A varies directly as B. Then the next thing you do is to introduce your constant of variation. So it will now be A equals KB. A equals KB. When you are introducing your equality sign, then you bring in the constant. This K is constant. It means throughout the question, the value of K doesn't change. A can take another value, B can take another value, but K doesn't change its value. So the first two values you are given, that is A is 48, B is 8. These two values are just for us to get the value of K. That is how the questions usually come. You'll be given the value, one value each of the two variables you are dealing with. So those two values are for us to get the value of the constant. We are given that A is 48 when B is what? 8. So this will be 8K. You know, we cannot write K8. There's nothing like that in mathematics. So K times 8 is 8K. So now to simplify this, we'll divide both sides by 8. 48 divided by 8 is 8K divided by 8. So 8 versus 8 here. 8 here 1. 8 in 48, 6. So that means our K equals 6. The constant takes the value 6. There are two questions here. We have to find the relationship between A and B. Hence, find the value of A when B is 12. What do we mean by relationship? In some other questions, it might not be relationship. You might be asked to find the formula connecting A and B, or the law connecting A and B. These three statements mean the same. Please take note. Relationship between A and B, formula connecting A and B, and the law connecting A and B. They all mean the same. So having gotten the value of 6 of k to be 6, you go back to this equation, this a equals kb, and don't forget our k is 6, so it will be a equals 6b. So this is going to be the relationship between a and b. So that means any question we have under this particular one, we'll be using this formula. Hence, find the value of a when b is 12. We already know that a equals 6b, and now we've been given the value of b to be 12. That means a will now be 6 multiplied by 12, which means a equals 6 times 12, 72. And if you observe something here, initially we are given that a is 48 and b is 8. Now, we've gotten a to be 72 when b is what? 12. You can see that when a is increased from 48 to 72, b is also increased from 8 to 12. That's what we mean by direct variation. As a is increasing, b is also increasing, so that we can maintain that constant of variation. So it is very, very simple. Thank you.